Arizona congressman, member of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Andy Biggs. Great to have you with us this morning. So Dr. O'Connor scheduled to testify later today, but is now in disagreement with the committee over the scope of the questions he'll be expected to answer about Joe Biden. He wants to approve and set limits on what he can be asked. Is that going to happen?
No, that's not going to happen. Dr. O'Connor needs to come in. I believe he will show up. We're going to ask the questions. Our team's going to ask the questions. They're going to cover everything regarding Joe Biden's cancer, Joe Biden's derogation of his mental capacity. All of those things are going to be brought forward, and he can't hide behind the doctor-patient privilege, and thankfully he can no longer even hide behind executive privilege. We believe that he's going to have to answer these questions. My guess, he's going to try to skirt them on an individual one-by-one basis as they're asked.
Yeah,
Congressman, obviously now I know doctor-patient confidentiality, HIPAA applies to almost all of us in our daily lives and our interactions with our doctors, and that's great. But this is the President of the United States, and if he can try to hide behind HIPAA or doctor-patient privilege, is that something Congress should look at? Because you're not just an everyday Joe, you're the President of the United States of America and the most powerful person in the world.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we believe our counsel has assured us, and we agree with that. I agree with that position, that HIPAA does not apply in this particular instance. Additionally, if he's going to hide behind doctor-patient privilege, which, by the way, is a creation of the courts, not of Congress, then Congress is going to have to step in and take a look at this, because the 25th Amendment comes into play here. We have basically a separation of powers issue. You have a constitutional crisis if a physician can come in and lie to the public and hide the incapacities of the president, whether physical or mental. And if that's happening, then you have a constitutional crisis, and we're not going to allow the doctor-patient privilege to get in the way of understanding that the most powerful person on the planet is not capable of fulfilling his job.
So 2 parts here for you. What do you hope to learn today, and what do you actually think will come out of this?
Fair questions, both. We hope to get to the bottom of this. I mean, because it was obvious to any layperson that Joe Biden was not mentally competent, certainly by the end of his term. Some of us thought early in his term. And he was not physically capable necessarily either. That's coming from a lot of information. So we're going to get to the bottom of that, and that's going to lead to understanding who was operating, say, the auto pen, whether it was their criminal conduct and cover-up in the Biden White House, and who should be charged and prosecuted for such a thing. But what I anticipate to happen is don't be surprised if the report comes out that Dr. O'Connor is taking the Fifth Amendment a lot, and that he's trying to apply the doctor-patient privilege. And if that happens, then we will adjudicate whether he was avoiding improperly to answer those questions, and then whether we should hold him in contempt. That he must answer these questions. I suspect he's going to do everything he possibly can to avoid answering these questions.
Congressman, if he's not forthcoming or if he does not participate at all today, he's also a retired Army colonel. Right. Is there a chance you could get him recalled and go through the military process? Because military rules are different than just those in everyday life. It's also the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, we hope that we don't have to go that route, to be frank with you. But if we have to, then we may need to. But the bottom line is we want answers. The American public deserves answers. The electorate deserves answers. And quite frankly, when you look at the policy, say the border policy, did Joe Biden make that decision? Or was that solely Alejandro Mayorkas? Those are the types of things that are determined, and that's why that will be determined by the outcome of his answers to his questions. So if he refuses to answer those questions, we've got to get those answers because it will help us understand what was going on in that White House.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.